Thank you for attending our webinar on Middle School Matters. If you are a standalone middle school, not part of a high school, in order for you to get your usernames and passwords, you'll need to work with your associated high school administrator, and they will be able to set you up with usernames and passwords so you can have access to the Middle School Matters course. The way you're going to get to the course is you're going to go to OnToCollege.com. Once you're to the OnToCollege.com page, you'll then hit login with your username and password. And then you will be into the website. So a little bit before we get started on about our Middle School Matters course. Last year we beta tested Middle School Matters based on some feedback, on a fair amount of feedback we had received from our high schools and from our existing schools saying, oh, we wished you had a course that would help our middle school students be more prepared for some of the standardized testing and getting them some of the motivation to really perform better in middle school, and come really prepared for high school. So last year we beta tested a portion of the course with several of our schools, got some really great feedback. We've taken that feedback, enhanced the course, made some changes to it, and this year rolled out a full Middle School Matters course. To get to the Middle School Matters course, when you log in, you're always going to come to your dashboard, and this is where we communicate with you. Now, I will tell you most of the communication on this page is going to be for high schools. However, there will be some general information as well as information periodically about Middle School Matters. So I would encourage all of you to read through it. Once every couple of weeks, please read through what's here on the dashboard. To get to your courses, over on the left side, you'll see a shield with a key in the side of it. And when you click on that, you're going to have to click on the name of your school. This is then going to bring up the whole entire listing of all the courses that are available for your school, your district. Middle School Matters is about halfway down the page. To get to the course, you're going to click on Middle School Matters, and it's going to bring up the course. So a little bit about Middle School Matters. Really, it has three purposes. It's designed to be an addition to your curriculum, just as a supplement to the curriculum in middle school. Secondly, it's to help your students with other standardized tests and some of the state testing that goes on across the nation to really get them exposed to it. And with that, there's a fair amount of motivation. I mean, John really gets these kids fired up about how this is important and how it's really important that they do well in middle school to better prepare themselves for high school. When, in high school where every grade matters in high school. And then the third purpose is to give them some exposure to the ACT, at least ACT question format and some of the ACT subjects as well. At the very top of the course, there is a video that's called Middle School Matters. It's a welcome video. We would encourage that you show that to all the students. That's where John really talks. It's very motivational. He talks about why middle school is important, why it's really important to do well in middle school and be well prepared for high school. And then obviously post-secondary education as well. After that, you'll see the intro and the course materials to print. So those of you who are associated with our high schools, this course is set up a little differently. The students will have no assignments between the videos. They will not take any quizzes. They will do questions and they will work from some of the materials, but they'll do all of that while they watch the videos. The course is broken up into three segments. There is a grammar section, there's a reading and data interpretation section, and a math section. And we have documents for each of those three sections. So if your students, if they are working on grammar, for instance, they're going to need the document that goes with grammar. If they're doing reading and data interpretation, they'll need that document. If they're going to go through all three, they'll need all three documents. Then we give you an optional binder cover if you want to place them in a binder for the students. And then underneath the course materials are the actual video sessions. Now, we have broken it up, like I said, when we went through course materials, we've broken it up into the 3 sections. The 3 sections being grammar, reading, and data interpretation. And you may say, what is data interpretation? On the ACT, those of you who are familiar with it, there's a science section, which really does not have a lot to do with science. It has to do with data interpretation and a lot of reading of charts and graphs. And so we've just called this section data interpretation. And then the 3rd section is math. So those of you who are also familiar with our high school courses, this one does not need to be done in order. You can do math before you do grammar. You can do reading before you do grammar. You can mix them up. We do, though, ask that within a section, so if you're doing grammar, you need to do the sessions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in order. It's important that those be done in order. We've had schools tell us they're going to use it a number of different ways. This course is really appropriate for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So you could certainly show it every year to your 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. We've also had schools tell us that they're going to kind of do a chunk a year. So maybe they're going to do grammar with their 6th graders, reading and data interpretation with their 7th graders, and then the math sessions with their 8th graders. So it gives you a lot of flexibility as to how you would like to use it. But you can see each of these sessions, you'll see a timestamp next to it. Each of these are videos that the students will watch in the classroom. You will project it in front of the classroom. The students do not need their own username and password because there are no additional assignments with this or online assessments. So you'll simply, as a teacher, you'll project it in front of the classroom, and the timestamp just tells you how long the video is for each of the video sessions. Additionally, below, we give you access to study skills and test-taking strategies. This has nothing really to do with standardized test-taking. These are just generalized study skills and test-taking strategies appropriate for your 6th, 7th, and the 8th graders and can be shown at any time. They're both about 20 minutes long. Okay. So Middle School Matters, lots of flexibility as to how you use it, how you can use it with all your middle school, all your 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, or you can kind of compartmentalize it and use it, certain sections with certain grades. So we've given you lots of flexibility. Certainly, if you have any questions as you set out to use it, once again, my name is Deb Selby. My phone number is 402-475-7737. I'm in extension 1. And my email address is deb@ontocollege.com. So good luck and great success using our Middle School Matters program.